Say what's up, boys.
What's up?
So here we are, opening morning, rifle season, Nebraska. And there are deer everywhere. Mule deers, whitetail. I just got word that Brandon got one, so it's pretty sweet. We pulled in, no sooner parked the truck, and we were totally surrounded by deer. It's pretty cold out. What do you think, boys? Is it pretty cold out?
Yeah.
We'll see how long they can last before I gotta get them back to the truck. But wish us luck. I'm gonna try and get a hold of Brandon and Tony. See what Brandon got. We'll get back with you. Okay, well, they didn't make it too long. It's pretty cold out. We had to go back to the truck, so we just pulled up here, kind of hid the truck in a spot where we can just glass some of these hay fields, and looks like a wheat field over here right off a creek. So we got some decoys. We're sitting back. Say hello, boys.
Hello. Hello.
All right, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We got to run back to the camper. We left the map back at the camper. We had spotted a very big buck. We need to go double check that we can hunt where he's at. So we're gonna go see if Brandon and Tony need a quick hand. If they don't, we're gonna grab the map and go see if we can get on that. I think when I get better service, I did not download I have the Onyx map, but I only had it for Colorado, so I think I'm gonna buy it once I get over here, because we only have one map for 3 of us. Then we split up, we all got the map. So with any luck, that big buck is where we can go. He's in a pretty good hole. It'd be hard to sneak up on him, but we're sure gonna try, huh, boys?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, I was able to get my Onyx map to download for where we're at, and that big buck we spotted, I think he's on the land that we can hunt. So I'm 90% positive he's where we can hunt. I can tell you he's a pretty good sized buck from what it looked like. I mean, we glassed him up with a spot scope long ways away. So we're gonna get over here closer to the property. I'll turn that Onyx map on, see if he's in the drainage. I think he is, and where he's at. So these guys saw him. How big was he?
Pretty big.
Pretty big? You think he's worth going after?
Yeah.
Well, they're all worth going after, right?
Yeah. But down.
All right, then I found out Brandon got a little buck this morning. Haven't seen no pictures of it yet or anything, so. All right, well, apparently somebody else saw that big buck too. When we got here to get out and go over there, we heard 2 shots. If we can see him now, but he's not exactly where we saw that buck last. There was a lot of mule deer in here. There was a bunch of white-tailed does, and then that big buck. So we're just gonna keep our eye open anyway, just for a minute. Okay, it's midday. Can't see lots of deer. Boys are looking for some more right now. Just stopped and had a little lunch. See anything, fellas?
Nope.
Trenton?
I can see something.
Something? So here's the country we decided to come glass this afternoon. Looks a lot more like mule deer country. And I wouldn't even be looking here had I not seen a big whitetail in this kind of country this morning. So alright, here we are. We're nearing the end of the day. Day 1, Nebraska. Seen quite a few deer today. Very impressed. First time ever hunting out here. We actually came back to where we were this morning. We've split up. We've got 2 guys over, excuse me, across the road on some state land. I'm on a little piece of private. Been sitting here about an hour now, and thought this morning. I went and talked to the guys that had taken those 2 shots at the big buck I saw, and the one guy thought that his brother had gotten it, but I don't think they got it. They haven't left that area all morning or a day, actually. I mean, they're still over there. Either they might have had a bad shot and they can't find it, or they missed and they're hoping it comes back. So I got high hopes for that buck. But sitting here glassing for a while, I've got quite a few mule deer. I don't know if you can see behind me up on that ridge. And there's a decent buck with them. There's that mule deer buck that we can see. Sorry, it's a little shaky, but it's not a bad little buck. Look at that. That's the future right there. Great job, boys. They're heavier than they look, huh?
Didn't even make it happen.
Great job, fellas.
Can you just give me a good grip?
Okay, you gotta pull it together. Pull together.
Give me a good grip, you dear.
You want some help?
Nope, we got it.
So what we got here
Is fat.
is fat. We're gonna put on the slow cook, turn it into a liquid. Then we're gonna fry up some whitetail heart.
We're gonna try.
Try it. Give it a go.
We're gonna see what happens.
Look at these guys out here. Skin in the head.
This guy's not one.
On the butt.
Biggest buck in Nebraska.
Come on. Stay still.
Oh.
That's
all I got.
All right. So, oops. I just heard a shot down where I dropped the boys off earlier. I saw them both head to the bushes through the spotting scope, so I'm wondering if they got one. I did see a little buck dart out of the willows. So we are backing up and trying to film all at the same time. We're gonna go down here and see if they got something. And we'll let you know. I don't know if you can see it, but check out that moon.
Yeah, I can see
You
it.
see that full moon, boys?
Yeah.
Look at these guys playing their video games instead of deer hunting. Huh, boys?
Yeah.
They told me it was a monster buck that ran out because they were paying so much attention. He was about that big. I guess maybe in a little kid world that was a monster. So I don't know. All right, we'll get down here, see what happened with the boys, see if they got one, see if they missed one, see what happens. Good morning, Nebraska. Last day of deer hunting for us. What do you think, boys? they're getting tired. So last night, made a little video. Thought the boys had gotten something. Brandon took a shot at one. He missed. So we're gonna try again. Last morning, I think we might do a night hunt, depending on how the day goes. The boys and I are gonna come up here and glass this big canyon. We've got 3 deer in the cooler, so it's not like we're going home empty-handed. So I don't think anybody would be too heartbroken if we didn't see something and left by lunch. I'm gonna come up here on this big overlook. It glasses, or it looks over these 2 real big canyons. Looks like really good mule deer country. Ended up getting extra doe tag yesterday, and it's a mule deer doe, so I think the boys and I are gonna go glass these canyons. There was a lot of shooting going on in here opening morning, so I'm guessing there was a bit of deer, and the people have seemed to start petering out, so we'll go see what we can do. What's happening, everybody? It's a little cold here. I wanted to take a little second and let everybody know who's ever watching or interested, but just how easy this hunt, well, not easy, I mean easy to do. I've hunted Colorado my entire life, and just recently we've been wanting to go other places, venture out, see new things. You know, getting online, first of all, going to their website. I called the folks at the Game and Fish, really super nice people that are willing to help, and they sent me they sent me an atlas on all the state land to hunt, which that was my biggest thing, was not knowing where to go. Found out that they have a lot of walk-in areas, state trust land type stuff that we're used to. It's all foot access, but the whole process of buying the tag, getting the brochures, coming down here, the land's fairly easy to follow. Some of it's a little tough, but I can tell you this, you don't have to go very far. There are deer literally everywhere. We have yet to have gone to a spot where early mornings, late evening, it's just not loaded with deer. So if you're looking for a great experience, seeing lots of animals, I would say Nebraska is a great place to go for a deer hunt. Found out kids can hunt here at the age of 10, no hunter education required, no nothing, till they're 12. And permits are, even for an out-of-state kid, the permit was I think $6, but they have to buy a habitat stamp that's 20. So $26, you can take your kids out here at 10 years old. Mine opted not to. I was gonna, both my boys are 10, so I asked them. They didn't feel comfortable. They said they haven't shot enough to feel comfortable shooting a deer, and I totally respected their decision. But once we got here, they were wanting to, and I told them no, they'd made their decision, so maybe next year we'll do it. But I can tell you the experience has been unreal. There's a lot of deer here, a healthy mix, mule deer, whitetail. The one thing I'm not too clear on is the amount of tags you can have. It says unlimited on doe tags, which it just sounds weird. I don't know why, but I don't know if you can have the tags, but you can only have so many in possession kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm still a little iffy on it. It just sounds weird to me that somebody can just have as many doe tags as they want. So I've got 2, Brandon's got 1, and the boys are on a state piece right now. Seen a monster buck in there 2 days ago. A lot of does. Obviously on these river bottoms we're seeing more whitetail than mule deer, and the further away you get from the river bottoms, you start seeing a lot more mule deer. So what we did is, I mean, we're probably gonna leave today, so me and my boys pulled up here on this big overlooking this big huge canyon, totally mule deer country. So we're just gonna sit here and glass, see what happens. I think we'll be definitely drawing out here again. Hopefully get a mule deer tag next year, and maybe get one of these big mule deer bucks out here in Nebraska. So wish us luck. we'll probably only do a half a day hunt. We got a 4-hour drive back home and got to get the kids back to school. We do have 3 deer we got to process, so. All right, well, as you can see, the sun's coming up. I better get to glass, and the moon's gone down, so it's just gorgeous country out here. Here's that big canyon I'm looking down in, so. Well, just got a phone call from Tony and Brandon. Tony had 2 deer tags. Brandon had his whitetail tag left over. And they shot all 3 5 minutes apart. So we were backing up from looking for mule deer. And see if we can't go give the boys a hand. And I'm gonna say 6 deer is more than plenty for all of us. So we'll probably be done hunting. We'll get down here, get some pictures.